Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. For today's battle we're going to be running a war game of 1990s United States Air Force and Navy versus the 2020s equivalent. The main brief today was to show you, the valued viewers, what 30 years of missile development has done, why they're so much better, where all your tax dollars have gone for the last 30 years. As well as that, we're going to have a talk about some missile tactics with these long-range missiles, but we'll come back to that. So, first, overview. Sorry about my voice, by the way, viewers. I've got my 20 millionth cold this year. We'll just have to push through it. On the 1990s, they have 12 F-14B Tomcats, 12 F-15C Eagles, 12 F-16C Block 50 F-16s, 12 FA-18C Legacy Hornets, plus a splattering of humans, against the equivalent 2020's USAF and USN of 12 F-15EXs, 12 F-16C Block 70 hybrid type planes, 12 FA-18Fs, 12 F-22 Raptors, and a plastering of humans. The battlefield is very simple. We're in the Caucasus Mountain here because it's going to give us a good general fight and allow the 1990s planes to be at least a titchy bit competitive with lots of mountain cover. Mountains ranging up to nearly 20,000 feet ASL. The 1990s guys are up here, the 2020s guys are down here. Why don't we do the 2020s first? From Kutaisi, we have Raptors, 12 of, armed with 2020's missiles, 6 AIM-260s and 2 AIM-9X. All AI today are maximum skill level as ever, and their orders are this, and in fact we should have a quick chat about this. The orders for the 2020's aircraft are how I always set them up. Fire at the maximum range of the missile and, where possible, RTB when you've run out of those missiles. There are some problems that come with that. If you're firing lots of long-range missiles, then their PK gets very weak, probability of kill. Why is that? It's not the actual missile itself, it's the tactics, and we're going to see this very much today. If we're throwing in 50 planes in a big lump like we will be doing today, they'll all fire at similar or the same targets. Ergo, a lot of those missiles, before they've even left the rails, have become useless because that target will already be dead. Why is that? Well, it's because we don't have what America has at the moment. I think, guys, is it called Quarterback they're using at the moment? A system that allows mass target selection in the air, which we don't have anything like that in game at the moment. The planes operate essentially by themselves, isolated in a little bubble, hence they all shoot at the same target. There's not much that we can do about that at the moment. So you guys have come back to me, I read your comments and said, well, why don't you change that from max range launch to what we call no escape, or NEZ. And that's because the AI in DCS do not understand these modern weapons that we've made for them. The whole idea of something like an AIM-260, an AIM-120D, a PL-15, an RR-77M is you fire it at long range, it then guides via the data link, which comes from a stealth aircraft, or it comes from an AWACS or a ground radar. Then this plane, as soon as it's fired, it can turn away and go home. AI doesn't understand that concept because these missiles we have are not in the core game. So what you'll find, viewers, is if you change it to a no escape range, at which point it will fire rather than over 100 miles at about 40 miles, is that instead of turning around once they've fired the missile, carry on charging in and essentially get into a dogfight, into ACM combat, because like I said, they don't understand the idea that they can just turn around and let the missile do the job. So the closest way I've got of simulating that is to set them a max range, so they fire them at 100 miles, and once they've run out of missiles, forcing them to RTB. That's the closest we can get AI to behave how real pilots would behave with this modern 2020s technology. I hope I've explained that right, viewers, and why we can't do what you're asking for. My pilots, did you understand that? Did I explain that clearly enough?
It was good.
Humans is a different story. Humans understand the weapon they've got. They'll fire it at 100 miles, then they'll turn around and go home, because that's how the missile is designed to be used. Now, this is completely opposite, viewers, from 1990s missiles. 1990s missiles don't have this technology. They can't guide on data link. They have to be guided in by the aircraft itself, their own radar. And hence, when we set a 1990s aircraft up, the most efficient thing we can set is not like we did with the 2020s. Instead of fire at max range, it's going to be random. I will allow them to choose whether they want to fire at maximum range or close range, and that's because they have to keep travelling towards the target until the missile hits. It's a restriction of 1990s warfare, I'm afraid. Also, I don't force them home once they've used their missiles, because the fact is they may need to get close, they may need to dogfight to get kills in 1990s specification aircraft. So I will leave the 1990s aircraft vanilla, if you like, uncontrolled. It's going to get the best result for it. Okay, viewers, there's a chat I wanted to have for a while to you, and I hope you understand that. The F-22 will take off, it will go towards bullseye, it will fire its missiles, it will hopefully turn around and come home. Next, from Senarkey, we have F-16Cs. The version we use for GR is a kind of hybrid, but somewhere between Block 50 and Block 70 with a big radar in it. Set up exactly the same, and it's going to have 6 AIM-260s. Again, this configuration, this era of warfare, you go up, you launch your AIM-260s at 100 miles, you turn around, you go home, you get some more AIM-260s. That's what we're trying to simulate here. Next at whatever this place is, F-15EXs armed with a whole bunch of AIM-260s and some fuel tanks and some bits. And we have Sukhumi Super Hornet F variant, surprise, surprise, a whole load of AIM-260s and AIM-9X. Also, we have our spattering of humans here. Humans, you can fly any of the variants that we've... In fact, I haven't allowed you Raptors. It's just too cheaty. So I've just given you some 4.5 gen jets there. There are some SHORAD defenses at the bases just to stop any base spawning, but no other major SAMs. And 3 AWACSs, 110 plus nautical miles over to the northeast, is the 1990s contingent. Starting with now check, we have the 12 F-15Cs, technically from the 80s, the variant we've got here, with late 1990s AIM-120C5. So these have a range of about half of the missiles that we see in the 2020s. It's actually more, interestingly, the range of the missiles is more to do with the avionics, the brain of the missile, than the actual missile itself, the rocket booster and all that stuff. It's the efficiency of the flight path, which is something I'm learning about at the moment, which is very interesting. We've got some aged 1980s Sidewinders. You've got over here a Beslan. I've had to split things up actually, so I've put the Legacy Bogs here, some of them with Legacy Bog weapons, AIM-120Cs and AIM-9Xs. Also, we've got a spattering of humans here, which will be the same aircraft. The other Legacy Bogs I've had to put over here. It's just the takeoff efficiency. It's actually quicker to put them over here for takeoff time. Along with the F-16C Block 50s with a small radar, with a bunch of the same weapons, AIM-120Cs and some Sidewinders. Finally, we've got F-14B Tomcats, 1990s missiles that it had, big Phoenixes and some Sidewinders and SHORAD and AWACS. Humans, you are really here just as a bit of entertainment. The main fighting is going to be done between AI. Obviously, guys, it's a one-way fight. I made no attempt to make this fair. We're here to show you, as best we can model, why missiles are so much better and radars are so much better in the 2020s than the 1990s. So the 1990s, guys, you're going to lose. So 1990s humans, you have a different objective. Your objective is not to compete, really. You're going to get shot down. But it's, can you find a way of killing a 2020s jet? Use the mountains. The mountains are there. However good 2020's tech is, it still can't see through mountains. So your objective on the 1990s humans is to just find a way of getting a kill. Red humans, you're just there for absolute air superiority. Just wipe everything out. Infinite spawning with humans. I'm going to ask you predictions. I guess the question is, how hard do you think the 1990s are going to get beaten?
Tomcats are going to win this.
It's a really interesting point there. Sorry to keep chatting, viewers, but it's genuinely interesting. This is a Tomcat has an AWG-9 radar, at least the variant that we've got here. It can see a fighter-sized target at maybe 90 miles if you're lucky. But these 2020s fighters here with their radars, or more importantly their data link, can see the Tomcat well over 100 miles, probably up to about 130 miles. So even the mighty Tomcat will actually be outranged. Sorry, carry on.
The reason I believe that the Tomcat will be fine is it can use the mountains here, and the Tomcat does so much better with its vertical scan mode than most other of the jets of the 90s. and even the 2000s models.
Humans, yes. AI, unfortunately, are stupid, viewers. AI will not use the mountains, but humans, maybe.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, who's going to draw the short straws here to be on the 1990s? Because it's going to be a cakewalk.
Yes, it is. Welcome in, viewers, to the battle. Now, usually, I insist that the humans split 50-50, but so many of them want to be the underdog. It's a very Grim Reapers type thing that I've allowed them to be biased. So, we've got Simba, F-16, 1990s, Poosh, 1990s Bog, Salsa, 1990s F-14, Fire, 1990s F-16, Sock, Tomcat, and the 2020s are War Dog, Drop, and Bird. Simba, unpause server, please! Viewers, when I set these up, I like to do the prices. I do the prices what I would consider properly. I find out original prices when the thing was built, the plane or the missile, and then I adjust for inflation, just using a simple inflation adjuster. And we were talking about the Tomcat missile it used was the AIM-54 Phoenix. The original Phoenix cost in 1974 $477,000. Now, that's nearly $6 million. So that's how much that missile would cost if it was around today. And essentially how much it did cost. That's a lot of money for a missile. Speaking of which, here are the Tomcats. Humans, by the way, you can just take off straight away. You don't need to mess around. You don't need to wait for anything. So the quicker you take off, guys, the less you'll interrupt with the AI. Fighter going up in an Legacy F-16. I say Legacy, they are still flown in this configuration, but there are more modern versions of them with the bigger radars in, avionics. Why do the humans want to fly in the worst planes? Well, A, they're high fidelity and more fun to fly, but B, in GR, we always like being the underdog. It's kind of the position we're born to play, I'm afraid, viewers. Sorry, Sock, I don't know why you're the wrong way around. I guess I did a thing.
Oh no, I moved myself to this area. I didn't get out of the way.
Simba Wimba going up in his fancy purple. Must look at some 2020 stuff. In fact, let's just finish off the 1990s. F-15C, the version we have is actually from the early 80s, I think. It's still competitive for a 1990s type aircraft. We have the Naval Legacy F-18s. This plane is also still used by the Marines. I think Canada still uses it, and the Marines still use it. In America, I think Switzerland still use it, so it's a plane that's still out there doing things. Let's have a look at some 2020s aircraft, viewers. I mean, the F-22, which is technically actually an old plane now. This is technically a legacy plane from the 1990s. But it was, you know, truly ahead of its time, and it will serve into the future. F-15EX, bit of a beastie of a plane. Basically a modernised F-15 for the 2020s. We have the modernised F-16. And the Super Hornets. Oh, no, the humans are up. And my humanoids in two F-15EXs. We're about to modernise these other version of them, by the way, or Spino's version. And oh, you're all up in F-15Xs. What was the thinking behind the F-15EX, you guys?
Air superiority.
It is. It's pretty. I mean, excluding the Raptor, which is a bit different. It's probably the ultimate air superiority fighter here, with the best record here. Right, viewers.
Sock turning into mountains.
Now, look at the difference in doctrine. What you're going to see, viewers, just not giving any secrets away, the only way the 90s aircraft can survive is going to be to get low, hide in the canyons, and try and drag aircraft close. The 2020s are full air superiority, so they can just go high and just nail people from 100 miles with their long-range missiles. And like I said, those missiles will guide on the data link, so they don't have to stick around to guide them in. And that is a huge burden released on them.
Yes, Drop. We should be really high, right?
Well, I was saying that, and you two are just sitting there at the thing, but that's... You want to burn that fuel off, that's a you thing. If I just... I'm afraid I've made an error. It's not going to make a huge difference, but the human F-15s, I've given you the wrong missiles. Because Supercap! I've given them AIM-120D, D1s. Sorry about that, guys. You will be slightly nerfed. Right, F-16s are up, Block 70. I think these F-16s look great with the AIM-260s. What do you think, viewers? Jeez, the first missile out already. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! AIM-260 from somewhere. Look at that freaking beastie. Where is it, Viewingtons? It's kind of hard to see the map today. There it is. It came from 83 nautical miles. They can shoot missiles all the way over the Caucasus Mountains. Now these guys here, with their measly old 90s missiles, have to get within probably 40 miles to be anywhere near achieving a shot. And probably 25 miles to realistically get a kill. I mean, the difference in missile doctrine is so big here. Then again, look at the cost. They pay for it, 2.5 million estimated for an AIM-260. Realistically, you know it's going to be more than that. Fired and Simba pushing, doing a thing. You can do whatever you want. You can kill AWACSes, you can even strafe bases if you can get past the SHORAD, which you won't, by the way, because it's NASAMS. Why I've only done about 50 versus about 50 viewers is because we keep getting server crashes. DCS is generally running slow and a bit cloggy at the moment. I think they're busy changing stuff in the background of the game, and I am sick of server crashes. If you've been watching GR lately, we've had a lot of them. So I've only put 50 versus 50. I'm pretty sure the server can handle that. Plus, it looks like people are going to start dying soon. Drop missiles out. Pew, pew, pew. Ooh, interesting.
Also, server still runs off a single thread.
Roger. Yep, fair point.
Fox 3.
Sock, how did you get that? Where is he? Are you actually firing a target? I can't.
Lock on, STT.
Where is he? Can anyone see him? There, look at that. Fair play, and that's an old 1990s aircraft, 1980s, 90s, but it's got a big, powerful radar, viewers. Look at that radar in there. It's from AWG-9, and it is power incarnate. It's massive. They basically built the plane around it. And it was designed to lock bombers up at over 100 miles, but it can lock fighters up at, well, 70 miles. That's pretty good for a 1980s aircraft, viewers. You can kind of see the stupidity of AI now, viewers. They don't really understand what, you know, they just fly up high. They're not smart like humans. What's the PK going to be? Now, like I said, because we've got no, and I use the word deconfliction software, all of these AI will just fire at everything. Therefore, the vast majority of those missiles will miss, by virtue of the fact that the thing they were fired at is probably already dead by the time they got there. Like I said, in real life, America has software that allows them to get around that problem. In-game, we do not. Okay, first, oh geez, loads. 2 F-15Cs down, 1 F-14B down. Fights here. I know we can't see the screen very well because of the graphics, viewers, but we'll do our absolute best. Good evasion. Missiles are beatable. Another one evaded. 4 F-15s down, 1 F-14B down. Look at this, hounding this guy. Fooled it. Would you really be able to fool a sensor that easy in a modern missile? I'm not really convinced, but that is a restriction of something we have. 6 F-15Cs down. Oh, some Tomcats about to go down. Hear that big Tomcat engine. AI's fired a Phoenix. Look at that, viewers. How's your Phoenix doing, Sock? I can't really track everything at the same time.
I don't have any idea left. I'm dogfighting in the maps.
And the viewers, the humans can't see what I can see. They can only see what their datalink can see, which is probably not a lot. One of these is going up, viewers. Old missile. Very heavy, very expensive. No idea how effective it was. So many missiles go in the air. And here, see, look, viewers. Take off, shoot it. RTB. 6 F-15Cs down, 1 F-14B down, 1 F-16C Legacy down. Oh, this guy's about to get it in the chops. Woo! Our first Sidewinder of the day fired, and a friggin' merge! An F-22's just done a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, F-22? Well, I told him fire max, it's because he's used all his AMRAMs up. Sometimes, I told him to RTB, as you saw there, viewers, sometimes they'll ignore me, they'll go Maverick, and this is a classic case of an aircraft ignoring what I told it and just saying, you know what, I'm going to go and dogfight everything. Probably not very realistic. Obviously, it's such a big battle, viewers, we can only watch a titchy-witchy bit of it. This guy's getting chases at an F-14. No one likes to see an F-14 getting shot down, viewers, but it's a fact of life. It's like watching lions rip a gazelle apart, you know, when you're a child. No one wants to see it, but you kind of have to. And there it is. No modern aircraft down yet. 16 1990s, 17 1990s aircraft down. Oh, wow, in the face. Finally, one of us is down. An F... oh, that word.
EX.
Yeah, that. Sorry. I'm not really awake today, viewers. Stupid cold. Another Tomcat down. Oh, it's so tough, though, look. Ich bin Grumman. This F-22 is a nutter. That is not how an F-22 would be used in real life, viewers. It would be it would fire missiles and then run home. Again, there's only so much I can ask them to do things. They do what they want at the end of the day. He's going to get shot by a Phoenix. If you're going to get shot by a missile, this is a good way to go, viewers. So I will allow it, I think. Look at the kinematic power of the F-22. Pretty well modelled in the game, apart from the frustration. Well done! Look at that! That was just genuinely impressive.
There goes a F-16.
220 missiles fired. Most of them who actually listened will be ITBing now. It doesn't look like many of them are actually listening. These F-22s are an ACM again because they're stupid. Oh man, it's too much to watch. An F-16.
Box 3.
30 down versus 2. Trying to watch something useful. Where's Sock? Can anyone see Sock? Well done, Sock, getting into ACM. You done survived.
No respawns, correct?
Yes, respawn. Do it, guys. Only 13 AMRAAMs shot by the 1990s aircraft, and only some of the guys are stealth, so it shows the difference here. And they're all set up to the same skill level, blah, 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 blah. A damn fine fight is what this is. This guy's found a Raptor visually.
But look at how many AMRAAMs they fired.
Yeah, they're going to be running out. Now, what's supposed to happen, viewers, as you saw, they're supposed to fire that missiles, get the kills, turn around and go home. This time, all of them ignored me. I hate it when they do that, but you saw I had it set up. There you go, a thing has happened. Never mind. You know what? They're still going to win convincingly.
Oh, I'm down.
F-22 versus F-16. Oh, look, he hasn't noticed. The stealth of the F-22 has allowed him just to sneaking by. 5 modern aircraft down. 40, almost all of the blues down. Jesus, when did that happen? I didn't even notice that happen, viewers. 42 of the aircraft down. Oh, guys. Yeah, humans, feel free to spawn and take off again. You've got to get some flying in today. It's F-22 going to ACM again. Absolutely insatiable killers. Look, it's just found this bog. Stealth up behind him. It's going to kill him with a gun. Oh, nasty, nasty man. Oh, we may have to watch this, viewers. That bog has no idea he's behind him. Oh, yes, he does. He's spotted him. And it's a dogfight. Oh, he's dropped his fuel tanks. Look. I know who my money's on. F-22 versus 1990s friggin' bog. 43 down. Possibility of friendly fire is very high. Two Raptors are down. Well, it's their own fault. They went in crazy. So they're gonna. If you're running crazy, you're gonna die eventually. You run into your SHORAD, you run into whatever. There's always a chance a missile can lock onto a Raptor here. It can happen in real life. It can happen in game. Oh, aim 120C kill. That's a rarity. Woohoo! 7 versus 48, viewers. Ooh. And dogfight. And Sockington. Well done, Sockington. Unlucky. You were surrounded by 7 aircraft in ACM, if it makes you feel better. God, this happened. 15 minutes to wipe out the entire friggin'... This is unreal, God. I knew it would be bad, but not this bad. Simba, how have you... Uh-oh. Look, viewers. Look. He doesn't know he's there, viewers, because he doesn't show up on the data link. It's all modelled. Oh! Man, this is a freaking cool fight to watch. You're going to like it on the playback, viewers. Oh, look, he lost him visually. There was a massive chance for internet points for you here, Simba, if you realise what's going on. These guys are absolute killing machines, viewers. He's seen him. He's friggin' seen him. Got him into scissors. But this plane here is much more maneuverable than that plane. Well, actually, I'm not sure in its configuration. Uh-oh. He's done a thing. Real F internet points.
AI.
Beating fair and square, viewers.
Nothing beats the AMX off the Hob.
Well, apparently not. Apparently Raptor. You had no right to win that, Simba. My beautiful Raptor. All right. I mean, the fight's been won, viewers, obviously, and now, because they're ignoring my orders, they're just going to go in and die. But we might as well watch it through for some fun and see what silly things happen now. We've proved what we need to prove, obviously. Fire has survived amazingly well. How has he not died? I don't know. Go on, Fire. Send that Raptor pack in. Look at the flare rejection of the AIM-9X block, whatever it is, block 1, I think. Great flare rejection, but the power of the Raptor allows him to outrun it! Look at that, the acceleration of it! He just went straight up, through the missile, past the missile. Poor old Fire. Uh-oh, a thing is now really going to happen. Viewers. Oh! You got gangbanged fair and square.
Go up. There's an F-22 up near their AWACS. Just apparently on our
Ooh.
side, just doing its own thing.
Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you weird AI when it breaks down and puts its flaps down. Yeah, I guess. Uh-oh, look, a thing, viewers. Did you see this thing? Oh, it's human on human! Oh, human on human, baby. And I ain't saying nothing.
Fox 2.
Woo! Drops! I'll see you in hell, baby. You messed with the Tomcat.
Well, that was my fault.
Very nice. Salsa, you are about to have a really big fight. Viewers, you can ignore the reds.
Gay.
You can ignore the reds from now on dying because, like I said, they've gone silly, obviously. There's nothing we can do about it. Wow, what's happening there? I think it's happening. In fact, we'll do the scores now. About 10 2020's jets were shot down, although I think it was more like 5 before they started going silly. All 1990's jets were shot down with ease. The best of the 1990's were the humans that stayed low and became difficult targets to radar. Missile shot reds 250, aim 260s, and 20 aim 9s. Now here's the telling figures, viewers. With the skill level set equal, the 1990's planes only got to shoot 21 AMRAAMs and aim 54s. They only got to shoot that many because they only got that close that many times and 5 short-range missiles. Money expend was obviously massively more costly for the 1990's because they are all dead. Oh, even lost an AWACS. Huh, how about that? Now we're going to go watch Salsa get absolutely destroyed. Or is he? Or is he? Yep, he is. Bye, Salsa.
Oh, there we go. Bye.
Fires found himself in another dogfight with a Raptor. Never a great place to be. Do a Simba. Do a wheelie burn. Raptor's probably got no guns, no missiles, nothing left. Just showing off.
Oh, he had guns.
Oh, yeah, guns. Raptor best tour by the looks of things. Simba's up. Can you do another Simba? Oh, shot an F-15 down. But his old nemesis is coming to hunt him. Someone's after you, Simba. Woo. We can't say it hasn't been entertaining. Shooting stuff. And 2 kills.
But I exchanged.
Yes, you did. Poosh is doing a thing. Poosh is still alive from his original life, viewers. And this is the great thing about humans versus AI. AI dumb. Humans are either brilliant or terrible. They're never really in the middle. And Poosh has been brilliant. He's gone to kill their AWACS. However, eventually an AWACS will see him. Oh, no, yeah, eventually an AWACS will see him. And now Poosh has got someone who's going to go and stop him. Mr. AI is like, all right, mate. Now, the AI can't cheat, viewers. The AI will only be able to see him when he's in line of sight. So, look at this guy. He's going to go and I quote, land in a SHORAD controlled area. Ladies and gentlemen, F-22. This thing's about to happen. Look how it's leading in front of him, viewers. It's because he can't see him at the moment. So he's going to his last known estimated position. That's how a game works. Oh, and he's lost him completely, look. Or has he? Or has he? Don't know. Doing a lot of mental arithmetic in his little AI brain. Oh, still dogfighting going on here. Pool fire dad gets blasted every time he comes down. Socks in and Salsa has been hunted by an insatiable F-22. Shot Sock. You get pay rise if that hits. That's a pay rise coming your way. Well done, Sockington Walkington. And Sock's the only one that actually gets paid.
Them paychecks are nice. All right, F-22, let's go into a turn.
Here it is, F-22 versus Sockington Walkington.
Ray gun.
Come on, baby.
Spouty Simba.
Not anymore, he's not.
Oh, yes he is, Sock. I mean, whoever you are. He dodged you. He F-22'd you. Look how crap these missiles are down here, viewers. These are terrible, terrible missiles when fired low. I'm surprised if he outruns them. Oh, well done, Sock. Wow, really justifying that pay rise today.
Second, F-22.
Well, you got another one chasing you now. Simba's trying to beat this F-22. Again, look how fast it accelerates. It out-accelerates a Sidewinder. It's an absolute beast of a weapon. Oh, but it doesn't out-accelerate. Must have didn't track Simba. It didn't do a thing. Sockington! No! You can trim that S out.
Okay.
Land it.
I'm good.
Oh, man.
I can still fight.
Fires Rwenge. Oh, Simba, unlucky. Trying to take a friggin' Raptor on, didn't work this time. Come on, guys, you got 2 more to kill. What happened to you, Poosh? I've missed your combat.
Somebody got me.
Good job.
It was in a merge.
Fire needs help.
I had an ammo on you too,
Ooh, missed. Lateral scissors, viewers, in F-15EX, lateral scissors with an F-16.
Fire that. I don't want to be that person.
I figured it out. I was like, why am I not turning right?
Because you got your gear down. Sock's still alive, and I don't know how, but it's still alive. Sock, you merge with a
I tried
Raptor.
to gun him out. I'm down.
Sock fights best with no engines.
I also land on carriers best with no engines.
Still got 2 planes in there, a Raptor and an F-15EX that really doesn't want to die. Finally, the Reds are RTBing. Southsea, you're chasing a friend.
Yeah.
You were.
Is that you, Simba?
No,
That's fired.
Ray gun.
Copy.
Simba, friend. Well, it's a mix, so I don't know. Fingers crossed. Fire, get evasive them. No, it doesn't matter. It's a good missile. Good shot, Simba. Right, you got one more baddie to kill, guys. It's a Raptor that's merged in with you. All of you, head. 3, 1, 1 for 10. Buster. Uh-oh, Pooch is bitten off more than he can chew here. Uh-oh. Pooch is not doing a thing. Bang. Bang. Fire on the nose. 2, 8, 8 for 6. Cold. Fire's getting revenge on that Raptor finally. Woohoo! Amram out. Now, Amram's really
That's a mad dog. That's not an actual shot. That's a mad dog because I can see him, but I can't lock him.
Yeah, right. And here's the problem, viewers. Locking a Raptor at pretty much any aspect is really hard. Oh, Sousa's about to... Will his missile track? No, it won't, because it's got... Yes, no, it will. It's got its own radar, hasn't it? Go on, Sousa. Go on, Sousa. It's about to pop! Bang!
Oh, pop!
It did pop, didn't it? Drops, defending himself from Wardog. Fire Dad's gonna get our Wenge. Problem is, that is a much faster airplane than the F-16. Or a faster accelerating anyway. That's tracking. That's tracking. Woohoo! Raptor down. 2 more to go, an F-15 and Wardog, who's also in an F-15. Oh, lose that SA. Brake drop. Oof. Lost the SA. Simba's airborne.
Goodbye, war dogs.
All done. One more guy left. It's an F-15EX just messing around on your territory, guys. You should see it on your data links. Guide yourself
Ray gun.
there. It's a baddie. Trust me. And I would flare and barrel roll if I were you.
Go ahead, drop.
Down. Killed! Alright, guys. Well done. Bit of fun at the end. Silly fun at the end there, viewers. That went so much quicker than I thought, but I guess when you've got these big missiles, viewers, terrains like this, like Caucasus, suddenly become a tiny, tiny little playfield, which is why we have to do these huge maps with hundreds and hundreds of miles. What my aim to show you as viewers is why, after 30 years, missiles that seem just a little bit better than 1990s missiles are actually so much better because of their technology, their avionics, their data link capability, and we just showed it to you how good. The kill ratio was, before it went steady, over 10 to 1. And that was with the Raptors being stupid. So it just shows you how good modern tech is compared to old tech. And the old tech, the planes themselves are good. The planes are just as good kinematically than the 2020's planes, but it's the missiles, the intelligence of the missiles. Debrief points, any cool kills or anything you've learned. Did anyone find a single weak point of 2020's tech?
The biggest weakness of 2020's tech is close range. If they can just stay away, they're good. There's nothing that I can do about it.
Roger, but when you're in close, it becomes 50-50 again, doesn't it? 2020's tech is almost as good as... I mean, looking after the launch missiles that are coming out now are a bit better, but otherwise, there's not much benefit of ACM.
Other than that, the Tomcat is still the king of the turn.
Roger, and as well as that, even in ACM, however good your plane is, it's still the first guy to spot the other guy that really wins it. You know, if a Raptor's spotted 2 seconds before he spots his hostile, he's still going to get shot down. Roger. Viewers, that's it. I'm going to let the guys carry on fighting, but we'll see you later. I forgot bragging rights, viewers. Again, don't look into it too much. But Simba, 6 kills. What the hell? Fire 4. Sock 3 and a Tomcat. Drop 3. Salsa 2. Wardog 1. Well done, guys.